Welcome back to Pancakes and Pandemonium. So this is a reshoot of my intro. Oh, everything's kind of a mess. Sorry about that. But I had to reshoot. My sweet daughter, she is learning and she does a lot of my shooting, and bless her, she works really, really hard. But we couldn't find the little tripod yesterday, and the angle was just so unflattering, and as I was editing, I just could not. So there's the full disclosure right up front. Had to redo intro. So this is for a really fun cookbook collab, and it is with Tamara from Southern Wife Everyday Life. So if you are coming over from her channel, great big welcome, you guys. And of course, if you are one of my regular viewers or a new viewer but not from the collab, if you are just a viewer period, welcome. Oh, I am so glad you are here. So what makes this super fun for me is I am a huge cookbook collector, but I am kind of a feel it, see it, cook. I have a lot of my own recipes, so I don't actually use my cookbooks. So participating in this collab and being encouraged to use my cookbooks, I just love it. I think it is such a brilliant collab. I love it. So I am really excited to do this. I did a couple of them last year, and I'm really hoping to do more of them this year. I will for sure have Tamara's channel in the description box below, and I will have the playlist in the description box below. There are always some really neat recipes in these collabs, so I can't wait to go and watch it, and I hope you guys get some great ideas too. I made Ayesha Curry's sheet pan salmon with pesto butter and veggies. In the cookbook, it is tomatoes and corn. I did squash, and I had one beefsteak, tomato, and some onion. Really delicious. I just didn't have the other veggies on hand, and I wanted to use what I had. It is what it is. But guys, it was so delicious. I did not get a ton of pictures of the finished product because pesto butter is not beautiful, at least not with an amateur photographer. I'm just telling y'all, this was not a beautiful dinner, but it was so delicious, and there was none left. My picky eater ate it. He did not love it. Like, he was like, it was okay, but I ate it. And I'm telling y'all, like, he's not the kind of kid that will just eat something. So if he even eats it, that's a massive win. So yeah, let's get to the video and make some food, shall we? Oh, a link to the cookbook so you can buy it will also be in the description box. Okay, super simple recipe. I started off with a stick of butter, 8 tablespoons, and I used 8 tablespoons of pesto, and I handed it to my 7-year-old. I kind of started whisking it, mashing it together, and then handed it to my 7-year-old to finish. And here I am cutting up 3 yellow squash. Like I said in the intro, that's what I had. And so we're working with things that need to be used up, and, you know, not just buying more. I did actually plan this recipe because I was positive. See, I have a whole salmon fillet, so, but back to what I was saying. I had a thing of cherry tomatoes, and I was positive I had corn in the freezer. I'm still positive I have corn in the freezer. I just need to organize it. But I do have a couple of kids that like to snack on tomatoes and did not check with me. So we ended up using squash. So yeah. So that's how that happened. But yeah, here we are. And I really love the taste of onion cooked with squash, and so I grabbed this red onion that needed to be used up as well. But guys, super simple recipe. I just chopped up all these veggies. I had a extremely ripe beefsteak tomato that we went ahead and tossed into the mix too. If you've been with us for a while, you know that Mason's hair had gotten extremely long, and we finally took him in for a haircut, and so he asked us to stop and show that as well. And back to chopping veggies, and guys, she like whipped that butter, and it looked like guacamole when she was done. But then we just, drizzled the veggies with salt and pepper and olive oil, gave them a good toss. And then we put the vegetables on a sheet pan. We put the salmon fillet on the vegetables, spread the pesto butter on the salmon, popped it in a 400-degree oven for 14 minutes, y'all. Okay, y'all. Complete honesty. This was not the most beautiful dinner I've ever made. Just is what it is. That pesto butter, I don't know. But it's delicious. I see why it's pesto butter instead of just putting pesto on it. The salmon is moist, and y'all, it was flaky, it was tender. The vegetables were delicious. I'm gonna make it again with tomatoes and corn this summer. So bright. Oh, it's gonna be delicious. And I'm planting tomatoes in my garden, so I can't wait to make this again with garden tomatoes. The book will be in the description box below. And don't forget, the playlist in Tamara's channel will be listed as well. And you guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for your patience. I know some viewers don't like it when you do a cookbook recipe and stray from the actual cookbook recipes. So thank you. I love you. Do me a favor and like this video and subscribe. I've got tons of recipes. I have a whole huge collection of cookbooks that is still packed in the storage room back there, that's getting unpacked here in the next couple of weeks, that I can't wait to try in these collabs. So y'all want to come back if you want to see good food. I'll see you soon. Bye.